What is your source of happiness? What is your source of happiness? Because let me tell you, I have been doing this thing all wrong. I had the wrong manual. I don't know who taught me that, but I was looking for happiness in the wrong things. If I get a car, I'm being vulnerable here. If I get a car, that's it. Mi nimefika mwisho. Nothing. Hi everyone. Long time no see. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pam. I used to do DIYs and I decided to form a community and disappear. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, life happens and I'm excited to come back here and speak to you. I'm really having an easy Sunday, waiting for my friends. We need to run some errands and I was like, yo, there's someone who sent me a DM and was like, we need you back on YouTube. And I'm like, I honestly even asked, what content do I put out there? Because I'm not in a space where I can like do sewing stuff, DIY stuff. And she was just like, just do anything. And I was like, okay, maybe let me share with you a few things that I am learning currently. And I honestly love this phase that I'm in. I love how it feels growing up. Is it growing up really? Yeah, growing older basically. I really love this phase. You are more aware about yourself. You're more aware about the things you like, the things you don't like, the people you want to be around, the people you don't want to engage. I'm learning a lot of things about myself. I'm becoming aware and all those kind of things. Yeah, so maybe in this video I'll just share with you the few things that I'm learning, because honestly, as a lastborn, adulting has kicked my ass and I have been a crybaby and I have been a people pleaser and I have been a what and what and what. Let me not get into it, but let's talk about the things that I am learning. Unajua yani, churches are doing that thing. Let me just close this window. Yeah, and then the lighting is better, and I'm just going to undo these two things that I put yesterday night as I was going to sleep. I'm not that kind of, oh, I dyed my hair. This is blonde ginger or something. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person to take care of like my natural hair and stuff. I know I should be doing like oil so that my hair doesn't break. I'm not that kind of person, but those sijafika that level of responsible. And the churches, they have just decided to do their thing. Well, let's get into the few things that I have been learning, or the few habits that I have picked up as I grow older. Yeah, so number one is, oh my goodness, it's church. It's not actually, it's like the people from the church, they're now walking past. I don't know how loud that is. Maybe let's wait. Yeah, the church was a little bit too noisy, so I decided to just get done with this hair as I wait for them to like pass. Yeah, those Kadundu churches, no, the drum churches. Yeah, so they have disoriented me. Yeah, what I am learning, number one is reading. I have started having a reading culture. At first, when I started reading books, it was my thoughts at that point were, if I can be able to have the discipline to read books, then I will be able to have the discipline to read my coursework, do my assignments and all those kind of things. Yeah, so that's the main reason I started reading. But after I started reading, I have read 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I'm on my fifth book right now, and I'm learning different things. I am seeing things in different perspectives. My current read is Ego is the Enemy, and it is unfucking my brain. It is really unfucking my brain. I can't even stress it enough. I am loving the different perspectives, the different ways of expressing things that I'm getting to learn from reading, and honestly, it is helping me. Yeah, I think my how I view things and how I deal with things is changing a little bit. Yeah, and I'm being a bit more open-minded about things. The other thing I have learned is this. I learned from TikTok. There was a guy from TikTok. There was a video I watched on TikTok where a guy, where a guy was saying, I don't know what he was driving at, but he was telling like the audience to say the word happiness without moving their lips. Have you seen that video? I'm not sure, but basically the concept was say the word happiness without moving your lips. For Kenyans, iseme kimoyo moyo, you know? Yeah, and I was like, what happened? So I said it, and it immediately made me feel some type of way. I started smiling, and then I was like, yo, I didn't know it was that loud in my head. And I was like, what are other people feeling? So I decided to go to the comment section and see what other people were saying, and people were like, I could feel it, I could hear it so loud and clear, I could even see the spelling of the words, blah blah blah. And the guy was like, who was speaking? Was it loud? How did you feel? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even bother to listen to all the other details he was saying in that video, but that is the only thing I got and ran away with. And let me tell you, Maina, yo, that thing has helped me deal, okay, it has helped me start dealing with my issues and situations differently. So I get triggered very fast, especially by people who I had a relationship with and we are not in a not so good place right now. I get triggered so fast. I like ranting a lot about work. I have struggled to maintain a positive mindset for such a long time. Here, I used to just feel like, me, I've given up. I'm tired of life, blah, blah, blah. I used to struggle. So every time I'm having a bad day, every time I am facing a situation, anytime I feel like I'm being negative, like my mind is just focused on the negative things, I speak to myself without moving my lips, and it has changed my life. Honestly, I can't even stress it enough. I don't know if it will work for you, but for me, it has changed my fucking life. Anytime I'm in such a situation, maybe I get triggered, I just tell myself, you know, kimoyo moyo, like chill, just calm down, you're good, you should not be triggered, you're a happy person, you choose peace. So like I speak to myself like that. No one is gonna tell me anything that is going to bring me down. No one has power over me. No one is gonna change the energy that I'm feeling right now, you know, those kind of things. No one is going to come in the way between a beautiful day and you know those kind of things I tell myself. And honestly, instant peace, instant calmness just overwhelms me. Yeah, it has really worked for me. Number 3, I have really been trying to be open to feedback. I used to be so defensive. I don't even know what to say. I used to be so defensive. Like I always wanted people to understand my perspective, if I'm making sense. Yeah, like I would do something, maybe even if it's not the right thing, but I was always like, I want people to understand where I'm coming from. And I used to do it in a way that came off as being defensive. So if at work I do something that I wasn't supposed to do, I end up being like, no, but you see, instead of just taking feedback and going to work on it. So I am learning to take feedback. I'm learning to be more open-minded. I'm learning that they are not coming from a point of course there are people who just come with their own things, issues, and just want to project. But I have come to learn that every time someone is giving feedback, especially positive feedback, by positive I mean like, let me say constructive feedback, I am more open to it right now, because I'm learning that it's not the person fighting me, it's the person trying to help me look at it from a different perspective and learn and try and do it in a better or different way. Outcomes, we are focusing on the same thing. We are just trying to look at the best ways of doing some things. Yeah. So I'm really learning to take feedback. I used to be so defensive. You have no idea. I'm not argumentative, but I used to defend myself a lot. Another thing I'm learning is, don't worry, I want to use this too, or maybe I should just leave my edges like that. Maybe let's deal with it after the video, because I feel like I'm gonna lose focus for a moment there, and I'm having a bit of volume. So another thing I'm coming to learn is love spending time with yourself. I'm learning to be comfortable in my own space. I'm learning that yeah, you are your own best friend. No one is coming to save you, no one is coming to do shit for you. You just need to be comfortable being in your own space, comfortable having your own company. Just a minute. Oops. And something is really irritating my eyes. I had to take that call. It's a work call. Yeah, I had to take that one. So I was saying I'm learning to spend time with myself, love my own company, do things by myself, because I used to be the person like who couldn't go out, even shopping for my own stuff, my house, like monthly shopping. I had to have a friend to do it, but now at least I can get out of the house, go and do my things, eat ice cream, like have breakfast somewhere, sit down and work. I can be able to do stuff by myself, and it is really, really peaceful, and it helps you stop being codependent. Honestly, it has really given me like time to sit with myself, think, battle with my feelings, face my feelings like head on, deal with my things like this, because I feel having people around clouds your, what does it do for me? It basically makes me avoidant. So if I'm going through something, I want people around, so I forget about it. Then at night I'll come, maybe get high and sleep. But I'm learning to just deal with things as they come, because when you sit by yourself, when you are your own company, you have to deal with those things, because there's nothing that is going to be a distracting factor at that point. So you have to deal with those things. Like, I don't even know how to say it, because man, it was such a difficult thing for me, but right now I deal with it as they come. Maybe focus on self-development more. Yeah, stop being contented with, of course contentment is a good thing, but stop being like having the feeling of nimefika. Yeah, so I used to be so comfortable with where I'm at, because I would look probably at my peers and I'm like, okay, I'm doing fairly good, so no rush, no hurry, let me just take things slow. And it's a good thing, but I realized I wasted so much time. I didn't do things with my free time. I didn't do a lot of self-development, and time is going. And yeah, so nowadays I'm focused on growing myself. Even if do something that will help you grow, even if it's taking a class on something, learning a new skill, networking, something to just make you feel like you're growing. And my dad has always been very instrumental in just telling me, like, keep doing things and keep applying for jobs, keep seeking opportunities, keep doing stuff, and always have things that you look forward to. Yeah, so those are the things that I'm currently trying to do, so that it doesn't feel like I'm just stuck and comfortable somewhere. It feels like I'm always in a constant state of growth, if it makes sense. Yeah. Another thing I'm learning is being intentional with my relationships, whichever kind of relationships. Yeah, I'm learning to be very intentional. I used to be the person who would be so tired. My work is so draining, and I would be so tired. I go for field work, my work is stressful, blah blah blah, and I used to feel like I'm the only one who's going through it all in this Nairobi. But I came to realize my friends used to come from work, like my two best friends used to come direct from work and come to see me, and it got to a point I was like, yo, maybe I'm not being intentional with this friendship, because it was like I didn't have time for them, but I would have time for other things. Yeah, so I had to learn to be intentional, maybe take them out for a drive, have like dinner, make time, have conversations at my place, at their place. Yeah, and it has really taught me even how to be intentional with having a relationship with my family. So I try as much as possible to speak to my parents, to my brothers. And I'm saying this because for me this was not a normal thing. I don't know, sijui kama ni trauma for us who went to boarding school and it's something that we picked up. I don't know, like I'm very okay living alone and not calling anyone. Like I can just literally get into my house on Friday and see you guys on Monday. I don't need to call anyone, I don't need to speak with anyone, I'll just be good. Yeah, so I'm learning to at least call my parents at least almost every day. I call my mom almost every day. I call my dad a few times a week, mostly to rant, but at least I call him. I make sure at least I chat my brothers, at least I check on my friends, things like that. I'm trying to be really intentional about the relationships I'm having, because when I was down, that was the only support system that I had at that particular point. So why not make time for them? Why not be intentional about the relationship that we are having with these particular people? Yeah. Another thing I'm learning is acceptance, contentment. And the question I had somewhere that really triggered me, yeah, was, what is your source of happiness? What is your source of happiness? Because let me tell you, I have been doing this thing all wrong. I had the wrong manual. I don't know who taught me that, but I was looking for happiness in the wrong things, in people, in things, in I don't know. I was looking for happiness in the wrong places. Let me tell you, when I got like a decent job, I was like, I'm just gonna buy lots of shoes and I'll be content. You know, those are the things that I've been craving and I want. I'll move to a nice place, I'll buy nice clothes and all those kind of things, and I'll be happy. I bought shoes, I bought clothes, I moved to a different place. Back to the depression, back to being unhappy, back to questioning, what's my purpose? You know, those kind of thoughts. Then I was like, let me work hard, buy a car. And I was like, if I get a car, I'm being vulnerable here. If I get a car, that's it. Mi nimefika mwisho. mi nimefika na nimefika, like self-actualization. I bought a car. Nothing. I wasn't even excited. Let me tell you guys, I was not excited to see my car at all. And I was wondering, what is wrong with me? It was not exciting. I remember my dad used to call me almost every day. No, not every day. Every few times a week to just ask, have you washed your car? And I'm like, nope. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks. I haven't washed my car. And like, I thought I'd be so excited. I'll be going for road trips. I'll be doing what with my car. You know those things you tell yourself you'll do when you have a car. I was really looking for happiness in the wrong things, in the wrong places, in the wrong people. Oh my goodness, happiness. Hey, it starts from within. I'm learning that happiness starts from within, and contentment from within. Just acceptance of where you are in life, the situations you're in, and just embracing that within. Honestly, within. Really getting lots of calls today, but I should be doing well. So acceptance, contentment, see every step of your journey as a blessing, honestly, and a learning curve, a learning opportunity. That's what I'm learning at the moment, and I'm learning to enjoy my journey. I'm learning to just be happy in my journey. I'm learning to look at my journey and not so and so's journey and what they have, what I don't have. I'm just learning to look at the things I have and be grateful and contented at the point where I am in life, because I used to compare myself a lot. I used to look at other people's journey and forget about my journey. And when I went back to look at my journals that I used to write in campus in like 2020 during COVID and all those kind of things, literally almost everything came to pass. Like those things that I used to feel like I haven't gotten over, I have gotten over them right now. The things that I wanted to buy, I have bought them right now. The things that I wanted to have, I have them right now. I mean, what else would you want in life? I'm like, yeah, every step of the way, you just need to be contented with where you are at, because binadamu huwa tosheki. Yani, it's, you get this, you want that, you get this, you want that, and it's just like chasing, and you'll never get to a point where you feel contented if you just keep on chasing without accepting and being content with where you are at that particular point. I can't stress it enough. Yes, so those are the few things that I'm learning currently, and as I said at the beginning, I'm loving the growth phase. I'm learning the late 20s phase. I'm loving everything about it. I'm loving everything about myself. It's an amazing journey. I'm not scared to be vulnerable. I'm not scared of what the outcome will be. I'm just like, let's just go with the flow. So yeah, I don't know if that is gonna be helpful, but that is what I'm learning currently, and I'm really happy with where I am at right now. Yes, so that's it for today's video. See you in my next video, hopefully soon. Thank you. Bye.